Hi, so in this series of small 5-minute videos, we're going to look at competition, and we're going to look at it logically with strategy in mind. And we're going to look behind the headlines of the kind of things you guys normally look at so that we get a little bit deeper on these things and don't take everything at surface level. And the reason we're looking at competition is to look at areas of competitive advantage or to look for gaps in the marketplace so that we can improve market share. Market penetration is the first and easiest of the marketing strategies that you can employ when looking at new clients, because of course there are two other growth strategies, but within looking at new clients, the easiest one is market penetration. So that applies to market share, your place in the market, your competitor's place in the market, where there's room for growth. So that's why we're doing that. Now, I do understand that normally gurus may well say you can ignore the competition. You don't have to worry about competition. You are unique and all that business. The problem is that you as an individual may well be unique. But to be totally honest with you, most of the products that you're selling, just like this, just like what we do at Profit Ladder, as a membership website that teaches you marketing, that has kind of videos, it has a group membership, has group support, has accountability, that type of thing. No matter how much we cover marketing in everything that we do, not just social media and Instagram and Facebook ads and that type of thing, and Twitter strategies and all the other sort of tactical stuff, but actually teaching you the strategic stuff as well, and how to grow your business and how to do marketing audits. But we're not unique. I may be an unusual character because I'm quite alpha, I'm quite female, I'm not unicorn and rainbows, I'm very straight talking, I like logic, I like common sense, I like strategy. I like to see people using strategy, and when I introduce them to strategy, how excited they get by all the stuff they've been missing because no one told them that, because they were all unicorn and rainbow. So I may be unique, but what I'm selling isn't. So the truth is that what you're doing isn't unique. So you actually do need to be aware of your competition. That by knowing your competition, you can take advantage of their weaknesses. You can grow on those opportunities. You are more empowered to know that what you're doing totally aligns with your avatar, with your niche, and how you're fulfilling needs to reach those goals that your competition aren't fulfilling. If they're good, if they're needed. I just said needs to use your goals if they're needed, but we'll go into that in more detail, and what I mean by that in more detail in another video, because I am trying to keep these to 5 minutes. So that's why we're doing competition as a series of videos, even though the gurus say ignore the competition, they're unimportant. They're not unimportant. The clues to business growth, the clues to good marketing, the clues to good copy, the clues to funnels are all in what other people are doing if they're doing it successfully. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. You're just trying to give the wheel your personality, your spin. So why we conduct competitor analysis? So you can read this as much as I can read it to you. So we can be aware of changes in the environment as well. If all the competitors start doing Zumba classes and are making a killing doing Zumba, they may be a passing trend, and you may stick your nose in the air and say, this isn't for me. And that's fine. If it doesn't fit with your ethos and it doesn't fit with your why, then don't do it. But don't just stick your nose in the air and pull faces and remain poor. Yeah? Consider being aware of what's going on gives you an opportunity if you want to take that opportunity. You don't have to, but at least if you're aware of the opportunity that exists. It means that if you want to take advantage of trends and fads to, get people in the door talking to you, maybe move them onto something you're more comfortable with, you can get in there first. First mover advantage is enormous in any marketplace. It doesn't always mean that you will remain the best. In the past we could have looked at, and this is a long time ago, VHS video recorders versus Betamax. Betamax were actually the better ones. VHS had the better marketing. So, and Betamax within a couple of years were obsolete, and anyone who bought those machines were having to rebuy, basically. That's technology, but you get the idea. First mover advantage may get you a certain amount of market share. It doesn't necessarily maintain it, but it will get you a certain amount of market share, which is growth, which is money at the end of the day. It will get you, if you're aware of trends and opportunities, it can actually bring in more customers. And that's quite important, because first mover advantage, bringing in more customers into your business, is less for the competition. Because there isn't this infinite amount of customers going around. We'll talk about that in more detail and why there isn't an infinite amount of customers going around, despite what you can witness when you're sitting in a cafe watching the world go by and going, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're unfit, you're fat, you're skinny fat, you're this, you're that. It doesn't mean all those people are ready to buy. So it can bring you more customers. It can keep more customers, and it can retain more customers, because if there's something going on in the outside world that they really, really want and you're not offering it, you may not keep them. Now, I can't think of a like kind of modern funky example for that, but if you're running a gym and your client wants, during the school holidays, some kind of childcare creche system so they can still do classes, they can still work out, they want, a place they can take their children and leave their children, because school holidays kind of mess everything up, and you're not offering that, and then a gym a mile down the road from you is, then you could lose customers, or they've opened a new creche service or something like that. So you want, yes, that does mean, I can see you're already thinking it, oh my God, that means I have to maintain continual improvement. And whatever I bring in, even if I get first mover advantage, everyone copies me, and then I've got to bring in more stuff. Well, yeah, that's the way of business, isn't it? Diet Coke were the first people, I think, to introduce a diet soda, but Pepsi soon followed, and, Schweppes, who were part of Coke, but you get the idea. Everyone soon followed that first mover advantage, and then it was lost. So now they've introduced, quite recently, a Coke that uses plant sweetener. Yes, that's partly due to trends. They're keeping an eye, and also they get first mover advantage. Do you think all the others won't follow that suit? Of course they will. So, you have to continually develop. So this is why we're looking at competition. We're looking at external environment, because it keeps that development flow going. It gives you those advantages. It identifies weaknesses that you can make opportunities for your business. Right, that's it for video 1. Plenty more to come. Just keep coming back to the page to watch the videos. All right, bye.